Morning, guys.
Welcome to PS Crafty Life. I'm Erin,
I'm Andy.
and it's too early in the morning to care.
Yeah. What time even is it? I went to get my phone. You're on my phone.
It is exactly 8 o'clock.
That's how early it is. I went to get my phone. You're on my phone. I've had about half this cup of coffee, which means not enough. Ignore this thing on my face. I was making fried chicken and it popped, and the little burns have healed, but this one blistered and no. So just ignore that. It's nothing big deal. Just a little burn. It'll be gone in a week. So
Yeah.
anyway, but it's Monday morning. Our kids are off to school again.
It's going to be 60 degrees today, and it was negative 20 on Wednesday.
But it was really nice this weekend.
Yes, it was.
It was quite nice. The kids went outside and played yesterday. My kids got on their bikes.
Ian didn't get on her bike because I have to get her a new helmet. Her helmet got cracked with all the contractors and stuff in the garage. So her helmet got cracked, so she needs a new helmet. But I can't get her a helmet as a surprise because I have to make sure it fits her.
Right. And then, well, my kids were outside on their bikes yesterday. They went on a trampoline. I tried to go outside a little bit, but my SI joint's out of place. So I'm waiting for my chiropractor to text me back and tell me if they have an appointment today so that I can maybe walk today.
I had 2 days without a headache.
Yay, no headache.
Yes. And caffeine to try to keep it away.
Caffeine to live. Survive. Yes.
Do not talk to me before my coffee. My daughter knows this.
Yeah, it's like a rule. My dog is lining to go out, so I'm going to limp over there. I will be right back.
Of course he needs to go out
Right
now.
Right now.
At least it's not like my dogs who would be jumping on us to go out.
Well, you probably ring the bell and I can hear it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The one problem with nice weather in Kentucky in February is that your allergies go absolutely bonkers
Oh, yeah.
because they don't know what they're doing.
No, and the sniffling is for real.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have my dog trained to ring a bell when he needs to go out, but sometimes I don't hear it if I'm talking. So then he starts going, meow. So he's out now. He's fine.
I tried to teach my dogs to ring a bell. They just thought it was a tug toy.
Well, one, yours are boxer mixes. So they're a little bit more difficult than a poodle. Two, you have 3 of them to teach instead of just 1 at a time. That makes it a little harder.
Yes, it does. It does.
But
they're sweet.
yes, well,
Except the old man.
the old man's a little cranky now, but he once he knows who you are, he loves you.
Yeah, he's just gonna know you're not gonna hurt his girl.
Yeah, and then he's fun. Oh man, but yeah, you had to sell Girl Scout cookies this weekend.
Oh, but it was so busy. Oh, so busy. We got there at 12. By 2 o'clock, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna run out of cookies. We sold 148 boxes of cookies. Go girls.
Ooh, buddy. Well, I think you have an advantage because you have the cute little girls.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, look how cute the 6-year-olds are. Yes, I'll buy cookies, because you can't say no to her daughter. You just can't.
Well, then you throw Olivia in the mix.
The other little girl. Yeah, because they're just so cute. And you're like, I feel really guilty if I don't buy this box.
Well, and the other little girl, let me tell you, she knows how to upsell. She had it down. I'm gonna get 3 boxes, and then all of a sudden, she's like, well, if you get 5 boxes, it's 5 for 20, and so they had to do it
because that's an even number. Like, brilliant. But yeah, so we're getting ready. My daughter's doing a spelling bee tomorrow, so I'm getting ready for that.
I have a Girl Scout leader meeting, and then on Wednesday we get Dance class. Yay, back to dance class.
Her daughter has to burn off energy.
And she loves to perform. So dance, acting, they are right up her alley.
Whereas my kids are like, can I just play video games? Well, my daughter's okay with dance, but my son's just like, play video games.
Yeah.
I asked my son if he wanted to do dance.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, Mom. I was like, okay. Fine. I was like, but your best friend does dance. No, I don't care. So anyway, but we thought we'd talk this morning about something that I was talking to a different friend with this weekend about. Yes, this is live. Hello. There's my dog wanting back in. Guess what? He's just going to have to stay for a minute because I can't get up again because I'm in pain.
I can get him if you want.
If you want to go let him in, you can, but my hip hurts and I'm not getting up again. But while she's doing that, I'll tell you. My friend and I were talking about how women are told that we have to be everything. We're supposed to be moms. We're supposed to work. Any tips for fixing glasses? What is specifically wrong with your glasses? And maybe I will have a tip because I have broken many a pair. And my autistic son also has glasses. So specifically, what happened to your glasses? But we were talking about how moms have to be everything. Well, and just women in general. She's not even a mom. She has 3 dog babies. But we're supposed to work and be parents and have the house clean. Somebody stomped on them?
That might need to go to the store.
Okay, so they have, the Dollar Tree even carries glasses fixing kits, like glasses repair kits that carry like the little screws and stuff that go in them. But there are certain glasses, sorry for everyone else, both arms snap and the bridge is broke. Okay, you're going to have to get those, like, you're probably just going to need a new pair.
You might check, there's a few websites that have inexpensive glasses, prescription glasses for like $30, $40. They're actually really cute too.
Yeah.
I will go home and get my list later on, and I will put it in the comment section so that you can look at that.
We can even edit the description and put it in there. But Walmart has $10 frames, and then you just pay for the lenses, or they can even fit your lenses into a different frame for 10 extra bucks. So like $20, you can get a new pair of glasses if your lenses are fine. But if the bridge is broken, you're probably going to need. Well, that's annoying.
That is annoying.
How old are you? But the arms, sometimes you can fix with those unless they're the spring form, and then you just have to have a new pair because those are not fixable. I don't know why they made them that way. But anyway, women have to do everything. We're expected to have a perfectly clean house, and we're expected to be.
Yeah, we don't have a perfectly clean house at my house.
Y'all should see my house. But we have to have a clean house and clean car and perfect children, and our children aren't supposed to cry like ever. And we're supposed to work and clean and cook, and we're supposed to be master chefs and like all this other stuff. And when we don't, then we're failures. And that's really not fair to women or anyone. To expect that much out of any person is insane because no one has that much time in a day.
No, we have
the energy.
We have the same 24 hours in a day that men do. So, we can do a lot because we have to become masters of multitasking. But, the good Lord did not extend the day for women. They did not add an extra 6 hours into the day just for women.
No. And, people, I love the joke that's like, oh, well, your grandmother could do all this in a day. Well, yeah, they also put cocaine in the soda back when grandma. I mean, for real, though, they were on speed and stuff. Like, and
they didn't know that it was giving them heart attacks.
And grandma was, a lot of the women back then were depressed, like severely depressed and on crack. Like, But we are expected to do all of these things. And even though mentally we tell ourselves that's insane, we shouldn't be expected to do all these things. A part of us still feels like we should be able to do all these things.
Yeah. And the mom judging, people, come on, ladies.
It's so bad.
The mom judging just makes it worse. It just makes somebody who's struggling feel even worse.
Oh, yeah, because, your kid doesn't eat organic. Oh, your kid ate Doritos today. Oh, you know what? My kid ate. You know what?
I'm happy if my child gets the basic food groups in.
My son, the only vegetables my son will eat are mashed potatoes and refried beans because, well, he's autistic and that's the only two he'll eat. I've tried to sneak them in food. I have tried to give him he can taste them, even if he doesn't see them. I gave him veggie chicken nuggets thinking, oh, he didn't see the box. He had no idea they were in there. He'll eat them. He'll never know. He was excited. He was like, oh, chicken nugget. He took one bite and went, these taste funny. And would not eat another bite. Like, he's got super tasters. And he won't eat them. So, you know what? Refried beans it is. Like, all the time. She even keeps a can at her house.
I do. Because we carpool. And usually, pretty much every afternoon, it's, well, can I go over to your house? Can I go over to your house?
Yeah, her kid comes here.
But then he comes over and he's like, I'm hungry. I want a snack. And it's like, well, this is what I have. I don't like that.
Oh, sorry about the da 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 da. It's really long. Sorry, that's my message tone. I should have turned that off.
So I started just keeping a can of refried beans in my closet in case he comes over because I can give him half a can one day and then 2 days later give him the other half a can.
But I mean, you know, my kids had ramen the other day. I run a Facebook page just for like people to share recipes and stuff called What's for Dinner. And the other day, because I'm real, I don't like, oh, we had lobster for dinner and I only show like the meals that I put so much time and effort on. No, I don't do that. The other night we had ramen out of a package for dinner. And I totally put a picture up there of it. And I was like, oh, we had ramen. And because that's what we had. And so I was like, this is what we had. And you know what? My kids ate. They're not starving. So, you know, check, they were fed. And sometimes that's how it goes, moms. And you know what? Sometimes I need a break for 5 minutes. And so my kids get extra time on the TV. Okay, let's be honest. I don't really monitor their time very much because I suck as a mom.
You do not. Everybody has to make up what works for their family. I have to monitor Eden because if she doesn't get her energy out during the day, then nighttime is a nightmare. So she can't sit on the video games for too long or else I'm going to be crazy at night.
Yeah, but like the mom judging and the everything else, and I just like with my condition, I physically cannot keep my house clean because I can't bend over most days. And so people are like, oh, your house is a mess. And I'm like, oh, you want to clean it for me? Because sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But there have been days where I have cried horribly because I can't work. I feel worthless because I can't have a job. Not that I don't want a job, but I physically cannot have a job because I couldn't go into work some days, or I can't pick up the crap in my floor. And when I've tried, I've fallen. Last night, real time, my SI joint's out. I woke up yesterday with it out. Making dinner, I crumpled to the floor gracefully because my SI joint just decided to stop holding my weight. And so I just like fell kind of sideways to the floor. And my husband was like, are you dizzy or are you in pain? Like, he doesn't freak out really anymore. He just asks which thing is wrong. So he knows which thing to do.
Yeah.
So he gets me up and puts me on the stool that I got at the Restore, which is the best place in the world, for $4. Remember you were with me?
Yeah, we need to go there again. I need bookshelves.
But yeah, so I finished cooking on the stool as good as I could because it still hurts even just to sit. But yeah, like I crumpled to the floor. But like even like cooking, and my poor husband has to pick up slack because he works and does that stuff, and he's amazing. But like I feel like a failure as a mom. I swear, my phone. Stop it. Okay. But like I think every woman feels that way at some point.
Oh yeah, when the boys were little and I was really at my worst with my celiac and we didn't know I had celiac and we didn't know that I pretty much had no iron in my blood and that's why I was passing out all the time. I felt like I would like my husband and my kids would just be better off if I died. Like,
Oh yeah.
it
I
was
know that
just
feeling.
like they would just be so much better if he just found somebody else to take care of these kids.
Because I can't play with my kids like a normal mom. I can't. I mean, my kids have EDS too, so it's not like they can go.
Yeah, it's not like you're all going to go out and play a game of t-ball.
Yeah. While they're mostly okay, they're okay right now. My daughter's had a few issues, but like as they get older, it's going to get harder. But it's not like I can go like we can't go throw balls a bunch because my shoulder comes out of place so easily. My husband gently squeezed my arm the other day. My shoulder just went crack. It didn't hurt, but it just like made a loud noise. He was like, ah. But like I feel like that just like they deserve somebody. You feel like you're not enough. You're not good enough. And every woman, whether you're a mom or not, feels that way at some point. I believe like you're not enough because you don't have the time to meal prep. You don't have the time to do all of your laundry and fold it like Marie Kondo. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't have,
Look, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
We
So
both,
I know
yeah.
I know that there are people out there who think like I should have all this time to meal prep. And do you know how many freaking stores I have to go to get food for my family because we're gluten-free?
At least 3 is what I go to.
I usually every week I have to go to 3, and sometimes I still have to order stuff online.
Okay, so I shop once a month because we only get paid once a month.
I shop every week.
You get paid different though.
Yeah.
I shop once a month on the reg because we only get paid once a month. So I shop at least 3 stores to get all of our dairy-free food, to get all of our food. So we go to Aldi, Walmart, and Kroger.
Right.
And if something is on sale or if I can't find it at one of those places, I may have Whole Foods.
Right.
So
that's just it exactly.
hello, Danny. Yeah, is that what it says? Our eyesight's not the greatest, as you can tell by the specs. So we have to like get closer to the phone to see your name. But yeah, we're talking about how much it like sucks to have all this pressure on you. And I think men feel it too, in a sense of you have to be the breadwinner. You have to be, you know, strong
and super dad. You have to work your 9 or 10 hours.
Okay, that's rude.
Yeah. Well, we're married, so
but
sorry
thanks,
for your
but men feel that too. Like you have to be all these things.
It's just a lot of pressure on everybody today.
Yeah, and we're just people. Like we can't be all superheroes. We don't have special powers. We
You
just
know what?
people.
I think what we need to do is we need to do like Italy. We need to just between 11 and 2 shut the entire country down and we all take a nap.
Doesn't Mexico do that too? Siesta.
I think so. But like there are certain areas of Italy that I've heard. I've got a friend who's visited between 11 in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The whole place just shuts down.
Even just like 1 to 2. I don't know about you, but from 1 to 2, I get so tired during the day.
No, mine is 3 o'clock in the afternoon until about 5:30 at night. I feel like I'm going to pass out.
I get so
have to
exhausted.
have another cup of coffee because otherwise I'm going to sleep.
Like 1 to 2, I'm just exhausted. Like I need a nap. But everyone deserves a nap during the day. We're not gonna get into
We're
politics.
we're gonna stay away from the whole political hotbed because we
It's
want to
not
survive.
necessary.
We want to survive this world, and there's just too much animosity with the political battleground that there is.
Yeah,
So I see you left. Thank you.
whatever.
Not feeding into the negative.
Well, we're not doing that. But we just feel like there's so much pressure on everyone to be like, I mean, yes, be the best you can be, but the best you can be is not the best that somebody else can be. What?
Your favorite bean? Coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee bean.
But your best is not necessarily the same as someone else's best.
No.
You are not necessarily like that powered up lawyer up in her penthouse with her like perfect little children, because I guarantee you she's got her own issues.
Yeah, and her children are not always perfect because they're human beings and they're children.
There are no children that are always my kid currently made Young Achiever and is one of 2 fourth graders to go to the county spelling bee. I'm over here like flabbergasted because I taught her to read, but it's not like I'm sitting here with a whip making her study every night. Like I'm not like, whoosh, you will be the best.
As long as my child shows progress in learning and can learn, I'm good. We're good.
Right. But like, she's amazing. And I'm just like, wow, go you. I mean, I'm not stupid. I was advanced in school, but she's outdoing, like way outdoing me. And I'm just like, whoa, child. But like, that is her.
Yeah.
And
that's like, I love my son. I do. But sometimes when he tries to talk to me about what he's studying in school, it's like the eyes glaze over and he's speaking a foreign language. I have no clue. I can't follow.
He's a tech nerd.
I cannot follow, but I sit there and try to look at him like I know what he's talking about.
Wow, that's impressive. Oh yeah, good job. But like I always tell people, don't compare your kids to my kids. Just like I'm not comparing my kids to your kids.
Yeah.
Like
Eden and Lorelai, we don't compare them.
They get along great.
They get along great. They're both different. They're unique in their own ways. They have their own things that make them special, and we love them for who they are.
Eden and Beckham are the same age. They're completely different, but they have similarities. They both love Minecraft and whatever, and they like to pretend like they're making YouTube videos.
And they like to pretend they have this great imagination where they like to create these characters and act them out.
They've created their entire world.
They've got an entire universe that we have to write a book about.
Yeah, because they've demanded.
But they don't want to sit down with us to go over the world. They just want us to write the book.
Yeah. But they're like totally different in some respects too. So they don't compare themselves to each other. So why should we compare ourselves with anyone else or compare your children to anyone? That's not okay to do. And I feel like if we can keep, I know this is a big step to take and like it's getting there. I feel like in our society a little bit, like people are starting to understand that we can't be that. Our brains are saying we can't, but our hearts are still saying, like some little part of us is still going, but I should be. But maybe if we don't put that on our children,
maybe they can escape that cycle.
Yeah. Like, I feel like don't put it on your children and maybe they won't keep putting it on themselves to be.
My biggest thing is I want my children to do their best. I don't care if you're 100% successful 100% of the time. Just do your best.
Right. You do your best, not Bobby's best, your best.
No. My other son, God bless him, he's super smart too. However, he didn't study as hard in high school. So when he would bring home a B, it was like, okay, but I didn't see you open a book. So you could have had an A.
But like, you know your own kids.
Right.
So you know if your kid's best is a B or a C in
Or
a
even a
certain
D.
subject. But like, so maybe in math, their best is a C, but maybe in reading, their best is an A. And so you know that, and you know what your kid is capable of.
Right. And
So
if your kid's best is a C or a D in a subject and it bothers you, don't get on them and yell and scream. Get them a tutor.
yeah, or help them yourself
If you
if you
can.
have the time. I mean, and there are plenty of teachers who are willing to tutor your child,
Yes.
and there are ways to get help. So I feel so bad for the parents who feel like there's nothing they can do when I know that there are ways to get help. And I feel so bad for the students, because I know I've been there, who feel like there's no way I can get better. Like math and I were not
No,
friends. And I
used
always
to think I was
felt
good at math until I had my son.
no, I never thought I was good at math. I always felt so, I would cry over math. I always felt so helpless when it came to math. And I was just like, I can't be good at math. I asked to be put in remedial math in high school, and my teacher was like, you're not that. It's okay. You know, it's okay. You're fine. And I was like, but I can't do it.
I got to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. When we were in high school, she used to like make fun of herself because studying wasn't necessarily her forte. She's a mom now, 3 amazing kids, and she went back to school with 3 amazing kids, and she's freaking math genius. like super math genius.
Well, and I especially can't do math now. The common core, I can't. And so I'm just like messaging my friends who are math teachers and my family who are teachers, and I'm like, help my kid because I don't know what I'm doing. And I have even messaged my kid's math teacher going, I don't understand this problem. She doesn't understand this problem. Help. And they do.
The beginning of the year, when my son first moved to college, she texted me a math problem, and I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to send it to Alex. So I sent it to Alex, and he's like, well, it's a poorly written problem, but here's what it should be.
We're just like, we don't know. My coffee's gone. Empty, sad.
Time for tears. You don't have to be a math genius. You don't have to be a novelist or a expert. You just have to try your best.
And your best some days means, you know.
You sit and watch Netflix all day.
Exactly what I was going to say. Then that's enough. If your best one day is taking a shower, that's a big deal. And that's okay.
Yes.
Because that takes a lot of energy if you have a chronic illness. And that is great. Good for you. You took a shower that day.
Yeah.
I even have, oh, hold on. The Dollar Tree has stickers for adult. I have used them some days. And some days my kids have found them and given them to me. They're like, oh, Mom, you deserve a sticker today. I'm like, my kids are fabulous. But
I boiled water.
yeah. So there's like, if you notice, there's a bunch of them gone. But like one of them says, like, I took a shower. I shaved my legs. I put on pants. Being an adult is hard. I boiled water, adulting, took out the trash. I didn't ask my mom for help. Thought about going to the gym.
I think about that all the time.
Thought about it. Not that you went, but you thought about it because it's the thought that counts. I was on time.
Yeah.
I wore a bra today. I hit the snooze button only once.
I paid my bills on time. That's a good one.
I ate only one donut. Just the one. I drank decaf. Never going to get used.
That's not going to happen in my house.
I don't even know. I adulted. Oh, see? Great job. You wore pants. Be an adult. I almost made it to the gym today. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of them. I got them at the Dollar Tree. I thought they were fabulous. And I have used them. There's one that's like, I made dinner today. I didn't order takeout today. They're awesome.
Yeah, well, my house, we're at the point now where my 20-year-old just calls me. He's like, should I just spend for myself for dinner?
If you're 20, yes, you should.
Yeah.
Just saying. But no. Look, celebrate your small successes, especially if you have a chronic illness. Like, we bog ourselves down. And I know you don't feel well a lot, especially if you get gluten.
Oh, Lord help me if I get, Lord help the world if I get gluten, because I am not nice. If I'm sick, I am not nice. Well, the worst of it is about a week. Then I got the, tingling and the fog and for about a month.
Hi. Atin. Hello. But yeah, especially if you have a chronic illness, celebrate your small successes, or at least try.
Yeah.
Like getting out of bed that morning. Wow. Go you. You know what? I got up this morning. I may be stuck here for a while, but I got up.
Yeah. And she called me and I came over to sit with her for a while.
I didn't get dressed yet. I'm in my PJs. Definitely have Pokemon pajama pants on. We were talking about women and men and how so much pressure is put on us as a society. We're about to wrap up the video, so you can go back and watch it. As soon as the live goes off, you can go back and watch it from the get-go.
Yes. And, just about, celebrate your small successes and don't let the pressure to be perfect bring you down.
Yes.
Because none of us are perfect.
No. And even if someone looks perfect, especially online, if somebody on Instagram, Facebook, no, not about feminism. No, we were talking about men as well. Just about
being
the pressure of society on everyone.
As humans, we tend to put a lot of pressure on each other to be the best at everything at all times. And you know what? I just am not. Yes, humanism. Be kind to one another. Stop judging each other and just lift each other up.
But if someone looks perfect on Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
It's called filters.
Lots of Photoshop. No, they are not. You don't see their whole lives. I mean, for me, you see a lot because I hate that fakeness, that phoniness. So if you go on Instagram, you'll see my bad days. You see me stuffed under a blanket in my bed with a migraine. You see, I put a lot. I was talking earlier about, there is a lot of perfect on Instagram. Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't usually do that. I like to put the real on Instagram, especially as a person with chronic illness. It's important to get the word out there so that people know this is what this looks like. Like, yes, I'm almost 30. The end of this month, I will be 30. And I look like a young, healthy person most of the time. But I'm not. I'm in extreme pain right now. I'm just kind of pushing through it.
Yeah, I've come running down here.
Oh, she has seen me laying on this exact same couch in tears.
And then I'm
gasping
running,
for air,
looking for her medication to help her.
Yeah. Or
I've had her children call me and say, Mom's in pain. We don't know how to help. Can you come over?
Mom's throwing up on the bathroom floor because of a migraine. Can you come down? It's bad. And there are days where I literally cannot function. So I don't like to be phony. I like to spread awareness about these things. And so celebrate the small things and be aware that all these fake people that look perfect behind the scenes, you don't know what's going on.
No.
They could have horrible days. I guarantee you they're perfect little children who have like their perfect handprints behind that. There's like glitter everywhere. And they have yelled 20 times.
There was probably 5 temper tantrums in getting it done.
They have paint everywhere.
It's just that one little section that you can see that's not a disaster.
Yeah. Their kids have also had a meltdown in the grocery store. It has happened to all of us. No one is perfect. So just keep that in mind and remember that you are not alone. You are never alone.
I got to say, the meltdown in the grocery store, the best thing that ever happened to me was one day when my daughter was having a meltdown in line at Walmart. And I didn't say yes. I did not give in to her demand. Yes. And as I'm walking out, the woman who was behind me for the 15 minutes while my child screamed bloody murder came up to me and she said, I want to tell you how awesome it is that you got what you needed to get done and you didn't give her what she was screaming over.
I will say, for anyone watching this, I was a military wife for 5 years. So in the commissary, it's kind of a different world, okay? Mm-hmm. So if your kid is crying in the commissary, any celebrity is super fake pretty much. But then your kid is crying and stuff. A lot of times another mom will come and try and help. And I never got out of that. So the other day we were in Walmart and this mom was going around and her sons were being super great. They were following great and being quiet, but her daughter was in the cart and just like, wah, like that fake crying, you know? And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, you're too pretty to cry. Look at your shoes. They're so shiny. And just trying to distract. And a lot of times that works. It almost worked with this little girl, but she was super mad because she'd been crying for like 10, 15 minutes already. Yeah.
Once they start that, it's hard to stop.
But she was like, thank you. And then another woman was like, I think it's amazing that you tried to help. We're a village. We need to try to help. Now, she never came over and tried. She just like watched me from afar. And I didn't even realize she was watching. But she's like, I think it's amazing. And I was like, well, in the military, we all tried to help each other because my husband may have been deployed, you know, like
you don't know
exactly. You don't know what we're going on
and why.
So I always try and do that. And a lot of times it works. And the mom's like, oh, thank you. Because we've all been there. That look on your face, like, just help me get through this grocery trip.
Where you started off with a great trip. And by the time you've got a migraine that's like pounding through your teeth. And
I will fess up to being that mom that when my husband was deployed, I would go buy my kids McDonald's before we went to the grocery store, and I would sit them in the cart with their McDonald's so that I could grocery shop without the screaming. Just because
I've done that. I've gone eating the McDonald's French fries. I can't get her the other stuff because of the gluten issues, but
I'll get them anything. Just be quiet.
I've done that.
But we had
I was also, when the boys were little, I was the mom who, when it wasn't okay, put my child on a wrist leash. Because I had a 2-year-old and I had a newborn, and my 2-year-old loved to just dart out wherever we were. So we would,
you know what? My kids are on backpack leashes. They were really cute. They look like backpacks that they like. But
you know what? He's alive. He didn't die because he had to stay with me.
Exactly. You do what you gotta do. And if anybody judges you, tell them it's none of their business. But y'all, you're not alone ever. I guarantee you somebody else has been right exactly where you are. In this wide world, you're never alone. Somebody else has been right where you are.
And you don't have to be a superhero.
Yeah.
You just have to be a person.
And if you feel like you're not cutting it that day, you know what? Go take a bath. Go sit in the bathtub. Go binge watch Netflix or something.
Go find something on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon and just sit.
Go eat some chocolate or whatever you want.
Have an extra cup of coffee.
Have a coffee. Yes. You know what? Do whatever you want.
If you want to have chocolate for breakfast when your kids are at school, go for it.
You know what I had for breakfast? Chocolate pudding. Because food is gross. But yeah, just do whatever you want. And tomorrow, maybe you'll be better and you can get more done.
And if you have to get groceries, but you just cannot face going to the grocery store.
Click list. There are so many click lists now.
Pay the extra $5 and click list it. Let somebody else do it.
If you've not used it before, you get coupons for that stuff. Yes. But there are so many click lists now and delivery.
Shipped and pick up.
Do it. Look, I didn't do it before because it made me nervous. And then I did it and I was like, well, yes. Thank you very much.
Yes. So if it has to get done, you have to get groceries fixed. You have no food in the house and you
just be like, check.
Just click list it. Drive up, they stick it in the car for you.
You don't even have to get out your car. They put it in your car for you.
And they'll go over any substitutions they had to make. And you can tell them no substitutions. It's great. It's great. It is
fantastic. And you can still use coupons.
It is the best way for a mom to feel like a superhero when she feels like crap.
Yeah, it's amazing. And don't feel bad about it, because I felt bad at first, but I was in a lot of pain, so I could not go grocery shopping. And they were like, no, this is fine. We get paid. And I'm like, cool.
Oh, and you save money. You save money. That $5, don't worry about it, because you don't see those little things that you say, oh, I'll just grab 2 of these. I'll just grab 3 of these.
Mm-mm.
You save money.
And there's no like impulse, like, oh, hey, look, chocolate. There's none of that.
Yeah, you stick with your list.
Yeah. So, yes, be you. Celebrate the small successes. You're not alone. You don't have to be a superhero. Just, you're a person. You're a human being. And that is enough. You are enough. And that is fine. That's it. You don't have to be everything for everyone. Sometimes you just have to be enough for you. And that's fine. And sometimes your kids can fend for themselves. I mean, not if they're babies, they can't fend for themselves. But sometimes
they can make themselves a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And sometimes your husband can hold your baby for 5 minutes while you go to the bathroom by yourself.
Yeah, you can have a time.
And sometimes your friend, if you don't have a friend, which I've been there as a military wife, not having a friend that you trusted with your kid and living so far away from family that there was no one. I've been there. Find a friend. Find one friend that you trust with your kid. If you're a military spouse, there are meetings. There are so many things to go to. Find a friend, even if it's your neighbor. Like, just go outside and be like, hi, I know it's awkward. I know. Do it. You need it. You need one friend that you can call and be like, can you just watch my kid for 5 minutes? When my husband was first deployed, my daughter was 14 months old. She would not let me take a shower by myself. Never. He was deployed for 8 months. It was supposed to be 6 months. Never let me take a shower by myself. I was not allowed. She would not let me out of her sight. So one day it was such a bad day. And I texted my friend, oh, what are you doing? She was like, I'm studying. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. She's like, what do you need? I was like, nothing, it's fine, you're busy. No, what do you need? And I was like, I was just wondering if you could watch Lorelai for like 10 minutes so I could take a shower by myself. She was like, I'll be right there. And that's all I needed. Just a shower by myself without a kid, like grabbing my leg. Like, you just need that one friend. Just one. And you'll be fine. Just make sure you find one friend. And sometimes that friend turns out to be a jerk. I've had that happen too. Don't get discouraged, because eventually you find a friend, okay? Just try. And if you need someone to talk to be your friend, just message us. We'll talk to you.
Yes.
Because we're moms and we will talk to you.
Yes.
We have PS Crafty Life on Facebook. It's facebook.com/PS Crafty Life 1. And we have Instagram, PS Crafty Life. And then we're here on YouTube, and we have an Etsy page, which doesn't really have much on it right now because we have a life. And you have your author page.
Yes, I have an author page. It's facebook.com/Erin M. Spalding. And I also have an Instagram, eSpalding1974.
Do you have a website too?
Yes, www.erinspaulding.com.
Yeah. And I think that's all.
Yes.
Yeah. So go follow us, find us. If you need us to chat, just message us, because we get notifications on our phone. So we'll see it eventually, hopefully soon, because,
Yeah, so sometimes my phone just kind of stays off to the side, and I ignore it because I hate it.
Sometimes I put my phone down and forget where I put it. I'm not going to lie.
I miss the days when we didn't have cell phones, and when you were out, you were just out.
I've actually gone out without my cell phone before because I forget where I put it, or I just lay it down and don't think about it. And then my husband's like calling me, like, where are you?
My husband gets nervous if I forget my cell phone because,
Well, I only ever do that if like my husband is home and I've just like laid it down. And then he calls and he's like, I come home and he's like, you left your cell phone at home. And I'm like, oops, I was just going to the store for 5 minutes. But I really shouldn't do that because I've had medical emergencies before. I was in the ER last week. Oh, you can't see it because of the light. Why can't you see it?
Because it's in
The light is making it really difficult to see, but I have a big bruise right here because I was in the ER. I was at Aldi grocery shopping. I had esophageal spasms, and they ended up calling an ambulance because I couldn't breathe or like stand. So
Yeah.
that was fun. This is my life.
Yeah.
Now I've been banned from going anywhere by myself, not by doctors, but by my family.
So we'll be doing a lot of shopping together.
We're gonna try and make a video about grocery shopping soon.
Yeah, between the dairy-free and the gluten-free and how to find everything without breaking the bank.
Yeah, and how to know for sure if something is gluten-free and dairy-free. Because there are tricky ingredients.
Yes, and I actually had a friend whose son won his district science fair because he tested, is it really gluten-free? And can I tell you, some of the things that are labeled gluten-free are not gluten-free.
That's terrifying. Because people get sick.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
That's awful. That makes me angry.
In fact,
But
there was one that is supposedly dedicated facility that tested at 50 parts per million of gluten. And to be labeled gluten-free, you have to be less than 20 parts per million.
we're going off on tangents now. We need
Yes.
to end the video.
That happens,
We do
especially
that a
in the
lot.
morning.
Right. Because
And I haven't finished my coffee.
But anyway, so don't forget
Be you, enjoy you.
and stay crafty.